chat. You're being recorded here, chat room. Are you? No, you're not. You just can see us. Okay, cool. All right, this is happening there. All right, here we go. This is it in 3, 2, 1.
Pack your pipe with Prince Albert, the national joy smoke. The bite's out and the pleasure's in. And now there's more tobacco in every tin.
This is JC. He's saying if you like lots of love and attention, you'll get it here.
The sensation of Europe, now made in America by Samsonite. This is The Morning Stream with Scott Johnson and Brian Ibbett.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to TMS. It's The Morning Stream for Monday, March 7th, 2022. I'm Scott Johnson. Brian Ibbett is back, everybody. Welcome back, Brian.
I'm back!
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a weird week. We had no Brian on any episode. Well, no, Monday. We had Monday. That was it.
You had me on Monday.
Yeah.
And big thanks to Jury, Kim, and TV's Travis for filling in for me. Jury must have left the booth a mess, but Kim cleaned it up, and then TV's Travis just left a whole bunch of like Highlander DVDs and
yeah, but it smells like
beard tonic.
Yeah, beard oil. Beard oil. That guy's got his beard since last time he guest hosted has gotten more voluptuous than the last time I saw him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I gotta say, we met Randy for lunch on Friday, and one of the only photos to prove that I was in California, because I was crap on social media while we were out there. I didn't put anything on Twitter. I didn't put anything on Facebook. I didn't do anything like that. And Randy did manage to post a photo of he and I, and his beard in person is glorious.
Oh, it's a hell of a thing. Yeah.
It's a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working from home for 2 years, so I'm going to let all the hair on my face and head grow.
Yeah, every inch of my
body. I assume
my
body.
Yeah, of course. Why not? Yeah, you did send me this great picture of Tristan and his lightsaber. I like this.
Oh, yeah. Tristan did the Savi's lightsaber workshop thing, and man, he had a blast. Like, this is the thing about that.
Yeah.
You hear about this like, oh, okay, you go in and you build a lightsaber. And even if you hear more than that, and I'm not going to say more than that because it's cool, you think, all right, well, it's pretty cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
But you do it. And even Tristan thought, from what he'd heard about it, all right, well, it's cheesy, but, I get a lightsaber at the end of it.
Of course.
No, it is so, as a Star Wars fan, it is unexpectedly touching and brings a tear to your eye. Actually, Tina, believe it or not, so Tina, we walk into Disneyland, first day, Tuesday,
nude,
and we're like, all right, we got to hit Rise of the Resistance first.
Yeah.
Listen, we get there at rope drop, or we get there before rope drop. Basically, you're herded into the center of Disneyland, right in front of the castle.
Yeah.
And there's ropes everywhere, or perceived ropes. And then the ropes drop at exactly 8 o'clock, and every freaking human being in that holding pen makes a beeline for Rise of the Resistance. Maybe a few of them go off to Space Mountain. Mm-hmm. Maybe a few go off to Haunted Mansion or Pirates. But a majority of everybody is like black T-shirt, beard, bald guys, fat guys, wogging, because you're not supposed to run at Disneyland, but doing the wogging thing to Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
So on the app, you can sit there and you can watch, 0 wait right now, 10-minute wait, 30-minute wait, 40-minute wait, 65-minute wait, 125-minute wait for Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
But we walk in there and we get to Galaxy's Edge, and we're just walking into like the main gates and seeing all of the buildings. It's like you're walking onto the set of Mandalorian. It's amazing. And Tina starts tearing up. She's like, I can see, I wouldn't have expected to tear up from this, but I'm totally tearing up.
Yeah. And then she vomited all over the floor. No.
Then she vomited all over, and
Great.
and there you go.
Yeah. Showing the chat a little bit of this. There's some handy cam footage of part of this, and it looks awesome. I didn't realize there were no tracks in there. You're just on trackless vehicles in the beginning.
Oh, and Rise of the Resistance. Oh, don't give away Rise of the Resistance.
Well, it's just
oh my gosh.
There's no giving it away. Look, here it is, just riding on a thing.
Spoiling it. Yeah. Oh my God, people, look away, Marion. Look away.
They're just riding a thing. It's just a thing they're on. It's no big deal.
See, the deal with Rise of the Resistance is there's so much unexpected in there. Like when you think things are finished, you're like, oh, that was all right. That was pretty cool. Oh no, you've got so much more. So I hope people don't spoil themselves and look at the content of Rise of the Resistance, because after we got off of there, Tina and Tristan and Kay are all saying, oh my God, I'm so glad you didn't say anything, because in some other rides I'll be like, all right, here's what we got. If you don't like roller coasters, this might not be the ride for you.
Nice.
And Tristan's girlfriend actually stopped talking to us for a while because we talked her into going on a Space Mountain. Saying that it was a relatively tame roller coaster.
Yeah, which is a lie. It's a bit of a lie.
It's a compared to Goliath, compared to Colossus, compared to roller coasters that I would consider to be up here.
Yeah.
Space Mountain is a tame roller coaster.
I agree. I think there's something about the dark that gets people.
I think so.
That's the
now,
trouble.
When you've never been on a roller coaster, never been to Disneyland, never been in California, never even been on a plane, Space Mountain is a pretty big jump up from what you're used to.
Oh my gosh.
So she stopped talking to Tina and I, and I don't know why she stopped talking to Tristan. Tristan was the one who's really pushing her to go on there, but anyway. It wouldn't make her go on Matterhorn. That I feel is too much. Or Incredicoaster. Those I feel are 10s, with Space Mountain being like a 5 or 6.
Gotcha. Okay, no, that's fair. I think that sounds right how I would rate it. But if you're not used to it, I guess that's probably all very shocking.
Yeah.
My daughter wouldn't even get on the damn thing, so.
Wouldn't get on Space Mountain?
Nope, she was only like 7 or 8 or something. And
yeah.
When we got up to the front, there was the part where you're supposed to actually get on, you slide into where you sit. Mm-hmm. She slid into where you sit and then slid right out the other side.
Slid right through to the exit.
Yep. And stood there and sat and just shook her head like, no, I'm not getting on. So we went without her.
Has she been on it since? Has she gone since?
Oh, she was 9, she says. No, Carter, you haven't been on that since, right? I don't think so. I think that was her only attempt. She'd go now. She would totally do it now. It wouldn't be a problem.
Icor nails it. He says, yeah, it's a Disney. Space Mountain is a Disney 10. Like in the scheme of roller coasters, I'd even say it's a Disney 8, because I would put Matterhorn and Incredicoaster as rougher roller coaster rides. But I guess with the darkness, it kind of moves it up a couple notches. So yeah, okay, 10. But a Six Flags 6.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So this really was her first time there. I mean, did she have anything to say about the place after she left? Was she like, that was the greatest thing ever? My eyes have been open. I'm never going to not go. Like, what happened there?
She is a very understated woman. She plays her cards close to the vest, and we don't really find out what she thinks of things until we look at social media later on. So judging by her social media, she had a fantastic time and really enjoyed herself. But at the time,
couldn't quite tell.
It's like, hey, what'd you think of this? It was good. Hey, what'd you think of your first plane ride? It was all right.
It was okay.
We'll just look at her social media. Oh, she really enjoyed it. Look, excellent. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Except when she broke Tristan's hand gripping it during Space Mountain.
Oh, well, it'll heal. He's young. He's fine.
Yes, exactly.
So did you get to see what's his name, Gary, while you were there?
I did not get to see Gary.
Aww.
It's a long story, but basically we planned on Galaxy's Edge first thing in the morning, hit everything there, and then go through the rest of the park. Tristan had his lightsaber appointment in the morning too, so build a lightsaber, leave it at Savvy's workshop or at Droid Depot, and then we come back at the end of the day to pick it up because he's not going to carry it around all day on rides and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was the plan. I was like, all right, well, Gary doesn't get in, or he doesn't start working until 2. Perfect. We'll come back in the evening. We'll see Gary, and we'll hang out with him for a little while.
Yeah.
So we get back there at about 8:00, and I go up to the area where I asked for Gary last time I was there in May of last year, and say, hi, can you tell me where Gary's at? And the little 17-year-old curly brown-haired kid says, No, for security reasons, I can't tell you where Gary is.
Oh, Gary's a high-risk security issue now, is he?
I guess so, yes. Okay, no, that's fine. I get it, whatever. Well, can you get him on comms and let him know that Brian and his family are here? He's been waiting for us.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that either. Or I won't do that.
Oh,
He didn't say I can't. He said I won't do that.
Wow. Look at Brave Junior there, giving the old guy some trouble.
Like, what? What the heck? And so, all right, well, let me text Gary. But, of course, he can't. When he's out being a scoundrel among the riffraff in Galaxy's Edge, he can't have his cell phone with him.
Right.
So I can text him, but he won't get it until he goes on a break. And it's, an hour before they close or maybe 2 hours before they close. He, we didn't get to see him or hear from him because the next day we were at California Adventure. We couldn't cross parks and come over and see him. So bummed me out.
That guy, so we have a listener named Mark who saw you, and he also saw Gary. I guess they have pictures.
Good.
So
he got lucky. Somebody saw Gary.
Yeah, somebody saw Gary.
So I had 1 degree of separation from Gary on this trip, so that's good.
It's not so bad. But hi to Mark. It was he seemed like a cool guy. Found you out there.
It was really nice. Yeah, he found me. I even had like a cap on, so I didn't have the bald pate in full display, but he found us at the Dole Whip Stand, as a matter of fact, an absolute must stop in Disneyland. You got to get yourself a Dole Whip.
Yep.
He came by, he's like, "Hey, Brian, I just want to say hi. I know you're with the family, but wanted to say hi." And so I shook his hand and said, "Oh man, good to see you."
Yeah, that's nice.
They've made some changes there, and I'm a little irritated with Disney with their. It's really Bob Chapek who's the new head of Disney. Because I'm sure he came up with these ideas himself. It was nobody else. It was just this. Bob
he came in
guy.
and said, "Day one, I have a plan. It's to ruin Fast Pass forever. Here you go." And
exactly, and that's exactly what he did. So Fast Pass, the days of Fast Pass are gone. Used to be included with your ticket, and you could basically pre-line up for one ride at a time. So we're over at Jungle Cruise. Let's do a Fast Pass for Indiana Jones, and then as soon as we get off this ride, we can make our way there.
Yeah.
And you can only do one ride at a time. It was fine, but let's say later on the day you're like, "Oh, I really enjoyed Indiana Jones. Let's do that again." Great, no problem.
Sure.
No more of that. So now it's Genie Plus. It's an extra $20 per person per day.
Genie Plus. She's
Genie Plus.
Is Genie involved?
I know. She's in our chat room, Genie Plus.
Wow. Fantastic.
Extra $20 per person per day. You can only use it on each ride once. So, yeah, I like Guardians of the Galaxy. Want to ride that a couple times while I'm there, but you're only using Genie Plus once for it, and the rest of the time you got to wait in the 85-minute line to go see Rocket and Groot and all that.
Oof.
And the big three: Rise of the Resistance, Radiator Springs Racers, which is the Cars ride, which is like that ride for whatever reason is a 10, and the Cars movies for me are a 3.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know how you
The ride's awesome.
How you make an incredible ride out of a movie I hate.
Yeah.
And then Web Slingers, which is like a Spider-Man reskin of Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters or Toy Story Midway Mania. Basically, it's a shooting gallery built into a ride.
Gotcha. Yeah. The Toy Story
and
one
those
is the one I was
are extra costs.
Yeah.
Like they're not even in Genie Plus. You wanna bypass the line on Rise of the Resistance? Well, we'll take another $15 of your dollars, please.
Ooh, everything you're saying sucks. I don't like any of this.
It does.
Yeah.
It does suck.
And I also don't think it's.
I don't wait in line. But.
I don't think there should be anything in this world that costs you, north of $150 a day or whatever it is.
Right.
Nothing should cost you that much per day and still make you wait somewhere for 90 minutes unless you pay more to not wait 90 minutes and then only do it once but it's still a chunk of time. It's not even really that much of a time savings. That sucks. Yeah. That's bad.
Yeah, it does. It sucks and it is bad, and you're absolutely right. So I'm hoping that enough people complain about it that maybe they reconsider some part of it. Give us back some part of it.
Yeah, bring up Bob Iger back. Bob Iger to return to Disney.
I know. We need the old Bob.
Yeah.
One thing that we really enjoyed, though, speaking of Radiator Springs Racers, we're not going to pay the extra $7 to bypass the line on Radiator Springs racers.
Hell
By the way,
no.
that number fluctuates depending on the day of the week and how much they think they can make. So to bypass the line of Radiator Springs racers, $7 a person.
I see. So like Vegas hotel nights when the NFL draft is happening. I see.
Exactly.
I
yes.
see how they do it. Okay.
So basically we were like, all right, let's brave the line. It's 60 minutes. We can wait 60 minutes to ride Radiator Springs races. It's worth it. So we get in line, and you know how when you're in line for a ride or something like that, that snakes around, you frequently pass the same people. Like you're going to be going one way in the queue, they've rounded the corner, you turn, and they're coming the other way in the queue, and you bump into these people all the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You typing something in the chat?
Sorry, I had to answer somebody who's asking me a question.
Oh, yes,
Sorry.
absolutely. You do.
Yeah, go ahead. Not in the chat. It's somebody else. Go ahead.
So you frequently see these people, and you look over and you kind of notice, all right, well, there's this whole family of people sitting on their phones, but their 4-year-old kid or 3-year-old kid has gotten one of these Mickey Mouse bubble wands, and you load it with bubble juice, you push a button, and tons of bubbles shoot out of the top of Mickey's
So
head.
they got like a little fan in it or something? I haven't seen
little
these.
blower, yeah, a little blower that, and probably a little rotating spindle with that collects the liquid and pushes it over the blower.
Yeah.
And
what do you pay for
it's
one
also-
of those, by the way? How much is that going to
Oh,
cost?
I'm sure it's probably $20. I mean, I
Got to be at
back
least that.
back like 5-10 BlizzCons ago when Tristan and I went out there, we've got one. It's somewhere here in the house, but this kid, like, it was one of those things where it's find someone who loves you as much as this kid loves his Mickey bubble wand.
Oh,
He
my
was
Lord.
so just staring at it and just loving the joy he was getting from watching the bubbles, and then he'd point the bubbles at someone, and then like you do if you're in line for 60 minutes, you start coming up with other things to do with the bubble wand. So he for a while pointed it directly at his grandpa's crotch.
Oh.
And got his grandpa's crotch all bubble soaped up.
Yeah, soap up the crotch. Then you take Grandpa over to the log flume freaking the Splash Mountain. That's what you do then.
Right.
Yeah, get that guy all
Right,
sudsy by
get
the
all
time
washed.
it lands. Yeah.
Yeah. And then another point, he's got the bubble wand between his legs, and he's shooting bubbles like it's his penis.
Great.
We had more fun watching this kid and his bubble wand than we would have, playing any phone games or social media or anything like that.
That sure makes the wait a little easier to have some distraction
It
like
was.
that. Yeah.
It totally was. Yeah,
That's not bad. How's the
It was,
food and stuff? Do you guys eat food in the park?
We did. Yeah, the food rarely disappoints. Obviously, Dole Whip the big highlight, but we went over to Pim's Research in Marvelville for breakfast and had giant French toast with 2 little tiny eggs and some bacon because it's all like grown or shrunk.
Got it.
They serve these pretzels that are bigger than your head over there, and they've got a really cool display inside that shows regular sized pretzels going into a PIM accelerator machine and coming out either huge or minuscule. on the
No,
other
I do
side.
like that. That stuff's great.
Yeah.
Wait, so how did they get the eggs so small? They just little tiny quail eggs or something? Or?
I think they're tiny quail eggs, yeah, because it was little tiny yolk and little tiny whites.
I don't know why I don't like that. Smaller bird eggs. There's something about it.
I know. Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I do quail eggs. I do raw quail eggs on my wasabi roe sushi all the time.
Ugh, I don't know why that sounds gross to me. Something about it. Something about the idea that it's like a compressed little tiny bird egg. I don't know.
Those
Oh,
are
my.
bird eggs you're not supposed to eat. Only chickens.
Only chicken eggs. I mean, who knows why we... I want to meet. I'll go back in history and meet the guy that ate the first chicken egg and was okay with it. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to meet that guy. So how was that day?
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. I took egg. I cracked on face. I don't know why he's Russian, but I ate the egg. I want to know. Anyway, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So,
We had one little hiccup during the trip, and that was a
wanna hear
Lyft
about
ride.
I can't wait to hear
So
about this.
we were getting ready to meet Randy, and we had everything squared away to the point where we left our luggage with the bell desk at the hotel. We Ubered, lifted to this outlet center to let the kids do some last shopping.
Yeah.
And then when we were done there, we were going to Uber back to the hotel, pick up the the stuff, pick up the luggage, and then go to the airport. Right across from the airport, drop off the luggage. Then right across from the airport is where we're meeting Randy for lunch. So
Sure.
piece of cake, right?
Yeah.
A two-stop thing.
Yeah.
So go into Lyft, doop, 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 punch in. All right, our final destination is the airport, but we have a stop in the middle at Peacock Suites to pick up our luggage. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, that's going to be $37. No problem. Bing, pay for it.
Right.
All right. Fine driver.
Sure.
Your driver's 4 minutes away. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's get out there and wait for him. We get out there. He calls. Where are you? I'm like, we are outside the Buffalo Wild Wings on the east side of this outlet center. Okay, click. He pulls up, and as he pulls up, the ride gets canceled, but he comes back around. He opens up his lift gate, and I'm like, and he says, how much you pay? And I'm like, it was $37. I look at my phone, I notice, oh, the ride's been canceled. What the heck?
Yeah.
This is how much you pay. I'm like, 37. And I confirmed that his name was Farad. It was the guy who had, scheduled a pickup and called us.
Sounds like Farad's doing a little tricky trick here.
Little trying to pull a little fast one on us. He says, to stop $55. I'm like, 55?
Well, you don't get to negotiate. This isn't how it
What do you mean
works.
55? He says, no, put an app and see how much it costs. And I'm like, all right. Put in the app. See, $37.99. To stop, $55. I'm like, nah, thanks. Get our luggage out of the back. I'm reporting you.
I would have been so annoyed.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
my
he
God.
wanted cash, right? So it's like, oh, this is, I worked for Lyft. I know what to do in cases of people like you. So we get our luggage out of there. I hold up my phone like I'm taking this picture, but really I'm just like, just looking at his license plate. The dude ran 2 stop signs to get out of the outlet area, out of viewing area from us.
This story could have gone worse too. Like what?
It could have easily gone.
You end up
worse,
in some part of town you don't know. You're in the trunk suddenly, and your name's Chris Tucker, and someone's I don't know. I don't trust any of this. This is bad.
Exactly. Yeah. So. Yeah, totally like, oh, you little slime ball. So then we had to go and go back into the app and plug in another one. Well, now it's like 12 minutes for another ride, for another Lyft driver.
Right.
And so I'm texting Randy. I'm like, hey, dude, we're going to be a little bit late. Grab a table. We'll get there as quickly as possible. We ended up dropping Tina and Kay off with Randy, trusting them to Randy for a while Tristan and I ran across the street, checked in all the bags, and then ran back across the street for...
Sure. When you came back, Randy had escaped town and taken them with him. Is that how that went? Randy just took off?
That's exactly. Randy had absconded with Tina and Kay.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
All in all, though,
yeah,
great time.
Hold on. How do you spell Farad's name? How's his name spelled?
Farrad. It's not spelled Fraud.
Okay, just checking, because that sounds like fraud.
I know you wanted to be fraud. Yeah,
I really did. I really wanted it to be fraud.
Oh, yeah, and the entire drive with our new driver, I was on with Lyft support saying, hey, here's the guy. He did this. He totally broke the rules. He broke the rules. Get him, bust him.
Yeah. They don't report back on that. You don't find out how that went, do you?
I don't find out how it went. They just reply back and say, thank you for reporting this. We take this very seriously, blah, blah, blah. And you'll never be matched with this driver again. And we're looking into, his record, or I don't know. It was something that made me feel like, all right, well, he'll get a slap on the wrist and he'll do this tomorrow.
Yeah, it could be. They didn't call you narc on the way out, right? They put a little narc on there.
They did not call me narc or anything.
That's good.
They did. I ended up not paying a penny, and they got everything taken care of.
Very nice. So. That'll help you with the heavy Mexican lunch you're about to consume. So.
It did, yes.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. So good trip. We missed you though, but you're back. You're here. What else can you ask for?
Gotta be back.
Yeah, back
with
here.
All my my Star Wars or my Disney stuff. I got this is a thermal detonator. Like
yato. You could just
exactly.
Yeah.
But really, what it is it's a Diet Coke.
Oh.
These are the soft drinks you get in Galaxy's Edge. So the Coke ones are red. The Diet Cokes are gray and red.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I would love one of those because I love that part of that movie. It's because she doesn't really say anything. She says the same 2 words over and over, and everyone understands that it's like a giant, complicated thing. But it's just yato. Oh, he says he's here to talk to you. Yato, and he's got a bomb.
Exactly.
So weird. All right. Speaking of bombs, not really. It's this guy. Our old pal Brian Dunaway joins us for a little Battle Royale this morning. Hi, Brian.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Well, we're okay. We talked to you yesterday because we recorded Film Sack, had a great time. And
we did. We talked about Stealth, the fantastic 2005 adventure.
You're half
action.
correct. It is from 2005.
Yeah, you're right. You're almost fully. If you just take out that fantastic
the
part.
word fantastic, yes.
Yeah,
we had a fantastic time talking about it.
That movie,
yes,
that
true.
movie's poop. But we had a really good time, and people should check out that episode at filmsack.com. But you're here to play a game. Brian Ibbett here will explain what we're doing today. It's a little different than usual, but Brian, I'm sure you have the keys to this car. What's going on?
Yes, the feud server is down, so no feud, no half truths. They're working on it, but in a fallback position, I've got Roger over Ungerdone. Welcome to Roger over Ungerdone. Nice little reference to Airplane 2.
Nice.
It's an over-under guessing game where Scott and Brian will take turns guessing life's weirdest numbers. The player with the most points after 7 questions will win the prize for their contestant, and contestants are pulled from members of the Tadpool that aren't able to listen live. We still did that. And Scott, you're going to be playing for Ryan Jones of St. Louis, Missouri.
I like Missouri. Yeah, cool.
And Brian, you're going to be playing for Brandon French of Concord, California.
Ooh.
Hi, Brandon.
Yeah.
And the winner is going to get 2 games, the Henry Stickmin Collection and Farmer's Dynasty.
I have both of those games.
Dynasty?
I've only played Farmer's Dynasty. I do not know about the Stickmin Collection, but I actually own both. They're both probably pretty good.
The runner-up is going to get Between the Stars.
Oh, that's a great game.
See, once again, the runner-up seems to get the good game.
I reviewed this on the Boop Show, Brian Dunaway. You and I, we
You
talked
did
about
indeed,
Between
I
the
remember.
Stars. Yeah, it was very good.
I was there.
Yes, you were. Excellent. Cool. All right, well, this is great. Let's get cranking.
Right.
I have no idea how this is going to play out, but I'm excited.
Well, first thing first, let's we got to figure out who's going to get to guess first. And Scott, you're going to call heads or tails. This is a metal Spira coin from Galaxy's Edge. That's heads. This is tails.
Okay.
Call it in the air.
All right, I was hoping that was a belt buckle. Heads.
It's big enough to be one. Heads it is,
Nice.
as you can see.
Nice.
Well done.
All right.
All right, Scott.
I would love it if Brian came back with like a taste for belt buckles. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm now collecting belt buckles everywhere I go.
Yeah, for your Wranglers that you wear.
Yeah, heaven help me going to Dallas in a few weeks.
Oh,
My God,
my
it's going to
Lord.
be.
I'd be broke.
Yeah, you come home with
those
those are like hors d'oeuvre trays when you wear those. So be careful.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Scott.
Yeah.
What percent of American adults make their own bed every day?
No.
Well, my wife.
Do you make your bed every day?
No, but my wife does. She makes it every single day.
Mm-hmm.
She's big on that. She loves doing that. My kids don't. They're terrible at it, and I'm kind of bad at it. Like if Kim leaves for a week, I don't make it until she gets home. So,
Really?
yeah.
Dirty little secret.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, what percent of American human or American
Humans.
adults,
American
human being
human.
adults?
I'm gonna say, I'll say 8 to. Can I give a range, or just has to be a number?
No, you have to give me a number.
All right, I'll meet in the middle and say 10%.
10%. All right. Brian, that is incorrect. Brian is the correct answer. Higher or lower than 10%?
Higher than 10%?
Is
That's
that
what
a
I'm saying.
question? Okay. All right. Wasn't sure if you were asking me. It is higher than 10%. It's 27%.
Damn it.
And studies have shown a connection between making your bed and overall happiness. So, Scott, you should make your bed to be happier when Kim is gone.
I am happier when she makes it. When I walk in there and see it like that, I go, "Oh, this is nice. Look how nice this is."
This is how humans live. Oh,
Yeah,
I like
this
it.
is how the humans live, unlike the rest of us. All right. Well, that was bad.
Okay.
That's a lot higher
Point
than I
for
would
Brian.
have expected. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's both higher
Brian,
than
you
I
get
thought
this
it would be. It's also lower than it should be. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
That very good. It's absolutely correct. Brian, on average, how many Tic-Tacs come in a 1 ounce container? So,
In a
those
1 ounce
little-
container.
Yeah, those little
that's the
plastic
standard
square
one, right?
containers, the standard Tic-Tac container. And I'm not talking about, they started making chunky
Oh, yeah,
Tic-Tacs.
yeah.
Not
No,
talking about
no.
the chunky
No, no.
Tic-Tacs.
No.
I'm going to not go with the chunky. I'm going to go with a 35.
35 is incorrect. Scott, is that number higher or lower than 35?
And this is the normal size
Normal size.
traditional
Normal size container with a normal size Tic-Tac in it.
Okay, just making sure. I like those orange ones, for the record.
I do too, yeah.
I could eat a whole
Yeah, they don't
thing
do
of that.
anything for your breath. You're just basically eating tiny candy.
You know, if anything, they contribute to poor breath. Like
They do, right, because all the sugar in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
More or less than 35?
I'm going to go with more.
More is absolutely correct. 60. On average, 60
Wow.
Tic-Tacs in one of those little plastic
Oh,
containers.
it's
I think
on
being
average.
robbed.
It's not there's never a set number. That's interesting. It's
Right.
just an
Well,
average.
it's like however many they fit when they can close the lid kind of thing.
That makes sense. Yeah.
By the way, there are a lot of countries that prohibit food coloring. So in those countries, Tic Tacs are white.
Oh.
That's too bad. They got that crappy. I bet even the orange or the cinnamon ones, are they also white over there? They probably,
Probably, yeah. Every
interesting.
Tic Tac is white.
are. Okay.
All right, back to you, Scott. How many calories does gum chewing burn per hour? You're a fan of the gum chewing.
I do like the gum chewing.
You like the gum chewing. How many calories per hour does gum chewing burn?
Oh, my Lord. It can't be much. 25 calories per hour.
25 calories is incorrect. Brian, is that number higher or lower than 25?
I'm going to go lower. You have to move your legs for like an hour just to or just 15 minutes just to get 100 calories. So I don't think chewing your jaw. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
The correct answer is 11. It is lower.
Wow.
So you get the point, Brian.
Nicely
Higher than
done.
I thought.
Kissing burns 75 calories.
Oh,
Folding clothes
wow.
burns 150 calories. And shoveling
What kind
snow.
of kissing?
Well, it's the kind that involves coitus and penetration. Yeah, if you're kissing like
hour?
that, yeah, for an hour. You got to do it for an hour, though.
Kissing what burns 75 calories?
Wait, so that's higher than I thought. So what you're saying is the gum diet is real, and we should all be doing the gum diet. That's what you're saying.
We should all be doing the gum diet.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
If you can chew it with more parts of your body, you'll burn even more calories.
Sweet.
Just so you know.
Sweet.
You got to chew with your hips.
You know, you could
That's
use the back of your knees back there. You got kind of like a knee pit. Just put some gum back there.
Right.
Yeah.
You got 2 armpits, knee pits, elbow pits.
Yep.
And a butt.
And a
so
butt
how
pit.
many?
And the butt
you
pit.
you could wipe out an entire pack of extra in one shot.
Yeah. Minty fresh. Mmm. All right.
That's right.
So there you
All
go.
right, Brian. In miles per hour, how fast can the cork travel when opening a champagne bottle? So you open
my
your champagne
gosh,
bottle
yeah.
and you aim it away from face, as it tells you to do.
Aim it away from face.
How many miles per hour on average? I'm sorry. What's the fastest on?
Fastest. There we go. There we go.
yes,
Fastest.
there we go.
When it first, probably just
Which-
like a second or two after it leaves the bottle is probably when it's traveling the fastest, right?
Exactly, and right before any air friction or anything like
Right.
that. And
Right.
I'm pretty sure that they don't have like a world record of Bill Johnson of Memphis can open a
Right.
champagne bottle at blah 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 miles per hour. So
They
fastest.
go pretty fast, man. I mean, it seems like it's faster than a fast pitch in baseball. So I would say 110.
110 is incorrect. Scott is the real answer. Higher or lower than 110 miles per hour?
Gotta be lower.
All right.
I'll say
The
lower.
correct answer is 27.3 miles per hour. Yeah.
I wasn't even close.
It's fast, but it's not that fast. The pressure inside a champagne bottle is about 3 times that of a car tire.
Yeah. If it was a baseball or 100 miles an hour, they would regulate something. They'd stop having corks or something because it would kill people.
I thought, it's very light. So I thought maybe as it leaves, it's really fast, but then it kind of slows down very
yeah.
quickly. It's not heavy as a baseball.
No, that's a good point. It's like you wouldn't fire it from say home plate and hit the pitcher.
No.
It would stop like a foot away.
Right,
or
wouldn't
something.
make it that
Right.
far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, that's cool.
All right. Using current U.S. coinage, Scott, this one's for you.
Yeah.
How many ways can you make change for $1?
Oh, how many ways?
How many ways?
How many ways?
Right,
You're working at the Walgreens.
So, as an example, 4 quarters would be 1 way.
Right. Because the idea is
No,
it has
you can't do that.
It's almost infinite. Not infinite, but it's like if I did, let's say 3 quarters, but then 25 pennies, 3 quarters, 2 dimes, and 1 nickel. Like
Exactly.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, each of those constitutes a different way to make change.
I have no idea. It's just a complete guess here. I'll just say 50. 50?
50. Okay.
50
50
ways
is incorrect. 50 ways to make change from $1.
That's right.
Give him 4 quarters, borders. Give him 10 dimes, grimes.
Grimes.
How about some nickels, pickles?
Pickles.
No.
Pickles.
50 is incorrect.
Oh, that was a good guess.
I did know a guy in high school named Pickles Galosh.
That's his real name?
Not his real name. I can't remember what his real name was, but he went by Pickles Galosh.
I love it.
Galosh was his last name.
Okay, but Pickles was like his little nickname.
Pickles Galosh.
I knew a
He was
girl.
on the,
I told you
football team.
I dated a girl named Lotion, and that was her real name. That was her real name.
I love that. Yes. Yeah. All right. 50 is incorrect. Brian, is the actual answer higher or lower than 50?
Is the answer higher or lower than 50? I'm going to say it's just a hair lower.
Okay. All right. The actual answer is 293.
Wow. It's a tad higher. My bad.
Quite a tad higher. So Scott gets the point on that one.
I thought it might be higher just because that feels sort of exponential if you just... Because you could say
it does.
two...
When I started doing it, I'm like, well, if you had, 95 pennies in a nickel. And I'm like, okay, so you don't consider every penny because all you got to do is switch out the nickels, the dimes.
Yeah, I mean, your
quarters,
denominations, your most fluid, obviously, is the penny, but you're always going to do 5s or 10s after that.
95 pennies and a nickel.
Yeah.
And
90 pennies and a dime.
Yeah. Which really, what we're describing is a real bad time for a cashier at a drugstore.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, or something to help pass the time during those late night hours working the gas station convenience store.
Yeah, some old guy coming in. Well, I've got 95 nickels. Let's see if I can get $1 out of it.
Right. All right.
Who's
Brian,
ahead here?
I believe this one is you. Scott, you are now ahead 3-2.
All right. It's unusual.
3-2.
Yep.
3-2. All right, Brian. How many publishers rejected the first Harry Potter manuscript before it was accepted?
All of them.
J.K. Rowling saying, "Oh, look at my new book. It's about a boy with a lightning bolt skull on his head."
And that's the first round. That's the first round of rejections, or the until she got it finally published.
Until she got it right. How many publishers passed?
I do remember reading something about this, but I don't think they mentioned.
They all have stories like this. Stephen King, same thing. He's got some horrendous number.
Superman, like
Bob Crane.
that got passed on a lot before it became.
Is that Bob Crane or am I thinking of Batman? I can't remember who I'm thinking of.
Bob Kane was Batman.
Who am I thinking of?
God, it's something like Simon and Schuster. It's not Simon and Schuster, but it's two names.
It's two names.
We're behind Superman. I can't remember what those two names
Steven's
are.
probably banging his head against the wall here.
He probably is. He'll tell us. He'll tell us later.
Gosh dang it!
Now you're not counting the same publishing place with multiple rejections, right? You're just saying independent.
How many
individual
publishers?
Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay, then I'm going to say, oh my God, you ever seen the Writer's Market book? Good Lord, there's a lot of publishers out there.
I've not seen the Writer's Market book.
Oh my God, yeah, that's old school, man.
Do you get that? Is that a free delivered? Is like the Yellow Pages in South Carolina? They just.
I don't even know if they even still do it anymore. But that was like big during the early 2000s.
Schuster. That's it. Yeah, Siegel and Schuster. I know they both began with an S. It just
right.
Yeah, even with Simon and Schuster, you were half right. So
I was half right. Yeah, Siegel and Schuster.
I'm gonna say 17.
17 is incorrect. 17. Scott, is the actual answer higher or lower than 17?
It's got to be higher. Higher.
Okay. The actual answer is 12.
Ooh.
Yep.
Damn it.
So very, very close. That's actually the closest guess I think we've had so far this game, which means it's tied right now. Brian and Scott each have 3 points. This final question decides our winner.
Whoa.
And I believe it's going to Scott. All right, let's actually look at the question side of the card. Here we go. What percent of Americans with 2-car garages actually park 2 cars in them?
Oh. Well, not nearly enough. My neighbor has tons of room, and he fills his garage with crap and now parks on the street. So it's great.
I bet a lot of people do that, like they fill their garage with crap. But
which is probably part of this. So
might be. I don't know. You know, what's the
what's the deal with these cars?
We have a 2-car garage, and we park 2 cars in there.
That's what you should do. You're right to do that. Everyone should do that. If you're not doing that, you're weird. I'm going to go ahead and say percentage. This is just Americans?
That's a really good question. It is Americans, yes.
Okay.
Americans with 2-car garages. Because they're not called garages in the UK. They're called schmirks.
Yeah, schmirks.
Park your lorry in the schmirk.
I'm going to say 65%.
65%
Yeah.
that is incorrect. Brian, is the actual answer higher or lower than 65%?
Give me that question one more time.
Sure. What percentage of Americans with 2-car garages actually park 2 cars in them?
Nobody around here that I know has a 2-car garage that they park both cars in there because there's always so much trash in there. I'm going to say lower.
All right. Is the actual answer higher or lower? The answer is 43%. Congratulations, Brian Dunaway, and congratulations also to Brandon French of Concord, California. You're getting the Henry Stickmin collection and Farmer's Dynasty. But Ryan Jones, hey, you're going away with a game that Scott oohed and awed at called Between the Stars.
Yeah, actually, I hate to say this. I really, truly do. But that's the better game of the 3. It's a really good game. The other 2 are fine. They're fine.
Yeah.
But really, the loser won today is what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. Well done, both of you. Congratulations. So one of you is a chicken dinner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Dunaway, always a pleasure and fun. We have a promo in the news for this, but I'll say it again anyway. You and I are doing the Play Retro show tomorrow. It's going to be on Tuesdays for a while, folks. We're making room for ANTP, which records on Mondays for us judges. Yes. And so to do that, we're doing it on Tuesdays for a bit. Tuesday, 3:30 Mountain Time, same time as the day before. It's up on the schedule now, so if you follow that at all, you've already seen the change. And we're doing the GTA series this week. Not just the GTA series, but the original GTA 1 and 2, the top-down stuff.
Which is top-down,
yeah. Not only top-down, but it's such a weird series because what it led to is enormous, but where it started is very humble. So we'll get to all that this coming episode. We're very excited to talk about it, so check that out. Brian, anything else you want to tell us before you go?
Tune in twitch.tv/Brian Dunaway. I stream these games usually after 6 p.m. most days of the week. If you would like to see us play some Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, which I suck at, tune in then. I'll be doing it tonight. Some last-second homework, GTA 2 for our Play Retro.
Yeah, it turns out that they maybe don't 100% hold up all these years later. I'm just going to put that out there.
I'm just going to say.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
I'm saying they're fine. I'm just saying, what they led to, big deal, and all that. These are all incremental steps, but those original games, we'll talk about it. Brian Dunaway, kiss our butts. We'll see you later. Bye. He had no time to say
our butts.
He had no time to say no you. I got him right there, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Exactly. So he is the one stuck kissing butts. We are free from kissing butts.
That's correct. All right. We're going to do some quick news here. It's today's news, and it's brought to you by
Play Retro, moving to Tuesdays for the next little bit, but at the same time of day, 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time here at twitch.tv/frogpants. This week, as we just mentioned, Scott and Dunaway steal a cab and drive down to GTA 1 and 2 and see if those old top-down open-world games still hold up now. Get the show wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Play Retro.
Yes, indeed. That's called reinforcement.
Raggy.
We talked about it, and then we reinforced it with an ad read. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way you do it. Maslow's stages of learning 2.3 times gets the message across.
Oh, well, we got a 0.3 coming up later, everybody. Watch for that.
Yeah, exactly.
The Guinness Book of World Record people, you know them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They have declared...
They're people who also do records.
Yeah, that's what they do. They declared a massive Israeli strawberry as the world's heaviest.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. We've been eating strawberries around here because for some reason they're good right now this time of year. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're coming from.
Are you growing them or are you buying them at
No,
the store?
we can't grow them until...
Oh, yeah, it's way too early to
April.
grow them, yeah.
I think April we can start, but yeah, like I don't know where they're coming from and they're this good, but they're great.
I've been hinky about store-bought strawberries ever since I saw that stupid video with the salt water and all the worms sliding out of them.
Yeah, they're in there too. Like,
yeah,
we did it here and it worked. Stuff came out of that.
I know, exactly. It's like, I've been eating those damn worms all my life. What do I care?
Yeah, why not? You've been eating them,
They
but
haven't
now
hurt me
that
yet.
you know, it's harder, right? It's just harder.
Yeah, it's a little harder. Yeah.
Probably South America, chat. You're right, I assume. But anyway, some warmer climes have got good strawberries right now. Anyway, after a year-long jam, mammoth Israeli strawberries entered into the record books forever, weighing a whopping 289 grams. That's 10.19 ounces. That's more than half a pound for those here who refuse to do anything but imperial. The Titanic berry this week was declared the world's largest by the Guinness World Records. The strawberry was picked by Shahi Ariel's family farm. Did I get that right? Probably.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
The show you don't like it.
In the city of Netanyahu in the central Israel, February of 2021. But only this week they confirmed it as the heaviest on record. We waited for a year for the results, they said. We kept it in the freezer for a year, no longer as pretty as it was. So there's a photo of this thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of gnarly looking.
I hope when people see it, they go, berry.
Look
That's not as big as I was expecting. Like, I was expecting small pumpkin size.
Yeah, I guess half pound's about right, but I don't know. You're right, though. It's pretty compressed.
It doesn't look very good either. Like, it's black and strawberries are not supposed to be black.
No, they're not. They are not, as that old clip would remind us.
As we know, the smaller strawberries are the better flavored ones.
They're sweeter.
The juiciest.
Yeah, they're sweeter.
Yeah.
The bigger ones are kind of sour and lame.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's like they all have the same amount of sugar potential, and the smaller ones just pack it into a smaller area.
It's a really strange thing. It's also very Danny Ainge thing. Utah connection. All right, moving on. How about this one? The Queen. You know that Queen's 70-year reign, and every year she does the Jubilee thing.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever it is, the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, or I guess it's for whenever her birthdays are. I don't know how it works.
Was that your spelling of Jubilee in the headline, by the way?
Well, that's the whole story. So that's why I haven't read it yet. The Queen's Platinum Jubilee is imminent, and there's no money to be made from souvenirs. Or there is money, sorry. But like many of the ideas devised by Peckman's finest, the vital detail scuppers the deal. Is that
scuppers? A vital detail scuppers the deal.
Right.
It was Ron Weasley's familiar was scuppers.
She had this made. So these were made in China, and you got to see this. So it says.
Did they misspell Jubilee?
Yeah, it says
Jubbly.
Jubbly, Platinum Jubbly. Yeah, it says right here. Here, I'm going to pull this up for the chat.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So right down there below her name, or above her name, the Platinum Jubbly of Queen Elizabeth II. Jubbly.
Oh, I want that one. Like, I want a plate that says the Platinum Jubbly.
Yeah, I want one of these more than I'd want the real thing. Or
100%. I don't care about the authentic.
Yeah.
No, I want the
Jubbly. Yeah.
I want Jubbly.
I would
Jubbly.
I would celebrate the Jubbly with the Queen.
Yes.
And she would be very happy that I was there with her. All right, well, that's your stories for today. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got our old pal Steven Schleicher joining us. He was out last week. He'll be back today. Excited to talk to him. And no, he didn't see Batman, so we're telling you right now, don't be asking in the chat what he thought of Batman. His theaters, like mine, kind of suck. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. Before all that, we need a song. Brian brought one, and this will be like a return to form, everybody. Last week, I was like all over the place with music. Brian's going to bring us back down to earth and give us something.
Oh, I looked at your music selections. I saw them on quicktms.li, and I looked at your music selections, and I thought, oh, that's some good music you picked.
There's some decent stuff. One of them was one you'd already played on here. Some other ones are just some personal favorites. I just, kind of ran out of ideas, to be honest, but I enjoyed it.
I applaud you for not falling back to covers of Toto's Africa.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, some people are mad at me for not doing that, but that's fine.
Are they really?
Yeah, well, not mad. You know, they just
I know. Yeah,
thought I would do it.
Africa, burn. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to this. This is a TikTok star. What? Brian is picking a TikTok star? I am. Addison Grace sharing their second single. This is a song called Makes Me Sick. Addison is trying not to ruin something good with their second single.
Wow.
But they're based out of Salt Lake City, and they're non-binary, which is why I keep saying they. They're based out of Salt Lake City. Addison Grace. Here is their second single, Makes Me Sick.
Poo Trap, the magic poop collector. Order yours today. Call 888-POO-TRAP. That's 888-766-8727. Call now or visit our website at www.pootrap.
This is Milkman. He's saying it's legal to roll in the dirt here.
Say one word about this hat, and I'm out of here. This is the Morning Stream.
Thank you, Scott Fletcher. Hey, Brian, what was that song once again?
That song again is Makes Me Sick by Addison Grace, a brand new single from the TikTok star.
Yeah, I'd heard of her. I didn't know she was from here, or they were from here. I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Utah Connection, once again.
Utah Connection.
My favorite thing,
good.
and I know people were sick of me talking about it last week, but those tracks I played from the Aces, I'm telling you, those guys are the legit.
Love the Aces. Yeah, there's another one that we've played a couple times as far as the indie in the middle.
Yeah.
Waiting for something new from them. Come on.
I think something new's coming. There was some word on their Twitter account that they're about to drop something. So
Good deal.
new music coming, I guess, out of them.
Excellent.
All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Major spoilers. That's who.
Yeah. Steven Schleicher.
Schleicher. Get in here, Schleicher. Tell us what for. Hello, Steven. Are you there? Oh, you're very quiet.
You're quiet.
Yeah. Almost silent. Oh, much
Oh,
better.
there's
Much
the
better.
Steven that we
All right, I got to
love.
play. I almost forgot.
Steven Schleicher. Steven Schleicher.
Hey, look who it is. Steven Schleicher from Majorspoilers.com in Hays, Kansas. The beautiful downtown Hays, Kansas. Hello, Steven. How are you?
Hello, Scott. Hello, Brian.
It's nice to have you here. Hey, how was your week? I know you weren't feeling great last week. I hope you're doing well.
Oh, yeah. Much better now. It
Okay.
was just like zero energy, sore body. Let me sleep for a day and a half. So,
And that worked for you. That's
flu,
good.
probably.
I don't know. I didn't have temperature, didn't have congestion. It was just like, I'm going to have some aches and pains for a couple of days and then fine.
Well, it's good to have you here. I'm glad you're feeling at least that much better to join us. I assume, I said this already. I already know it's true, but you didn't go see Batman. But what do you think of all these reviews? Seems pretty strong. Seems like it did all right.
Everything that I'm seeing is pretty split. So there are some people that are really, really in the camp of this is the greatest Batman movie of all time. And the other group is just like, man, why does it have to be Batman? I hate Batman.
Yeah.
So you've got those two groups there.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Here's the thing. And you guys maybe have talked about it last week. I am so far behind on my podcast listening. But not only will I not go to my movie theater because it's a piece of crap movie theater, but it's also owned by AMC. And AMC is now charging for premium movies $1 to $2 more for tickets for the Batman. So
Seriously?
already AMC is charging like $14 in most places for it. So to go and see the Batman, you now are going to either pay $15 or $16. They implemented it this past weekend for the opening of this movie. So if you need another reason to avoid AMC theaters completely, there you go.
That sucks because they're the most convenient theater for us, right? We've got two very good ones as our two closest theaters, and so we do the AMC stubs, right? We pay the whatever. We pay most of or a little bit more than what you just described for one ticket. We pay for a month and see as many as we want, but that sucks. It makes me want to switch over and drive a little further for Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah, that is a bummer. I heard about that too, and I just thought, well, wait a minute. How are you? Is that even a? I mean, I guess there's nothing illegal about it, but I mean, it just seems really skeezy to me. to do that.
I mean, so apparently, and I haven't confirmed all of this, but some of my international friends have said that their movie theaters charge premium for seats. Like, if you want to sit in the middle of the theater, that is the most expensive ticket. So if we expand that outward, this kind of makes sense. I don't know how the breakdown goes to theaters and to the studios. But if you think about something that's going to be a big movie, like an Avengers movie or a Doctor Strange movie, they're going to, they know they're going to have people pack the theater.
It's going to be the premium, Probably not so much for Morbius, but definitely for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I don't know. I bet they charge for Morbius.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
I bet they pay people to come see Morbius.
I don't know. I think Morbius is probably going to do all right.
I think it's going to do. I think it's going to do.
No,
okay.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a non-Venom Spider-Man world movie.
I'm a little. The concern I think is that it is. Will it be? If it's good, I think it'll do well because word of mouth is whatever. But that movie is like, how many people really mainstream wise have any idea who Morbius is, or that he's even part? Like, you got to really push that he's part of the Marvel universe of some sort, or else people are just like, what? This is a vampire movie? That guy I don't like that much.
Yeah,
right. It's going to have Batman in it, so reprising his role as the Vulture. So
that's right.
Got that, and also Doctor Who is in there, so you've got
Doctor Who. Well. Yep, don't forget Doctor Who and the Joker
and the Joker. So you've got everything you want. So going back to the
which Doctor Who's in there? Hold on, which Doctor Who's in there? I didn't know what this.
Matt Smith.
Yeah.
I did know that. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I saw him and went,
Scott, if
Dr.
you
Who.
and Kim went to AMC and you're paying, let's say $15 a piece. That's $30 just to get in to see the Batman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How much are you paying for your HBO Max?
I'm paying $15 a month or whatever they do, 12, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be cheaper than going to the movie theater.
A hell of a lot cheaper. And all they're asking me to do in this particular case is wait 45 days. I think I might be fine waiting.
Yeah.
Like, why not? I got enough stuff. I have enough stuff to see and do. It's not like I'm going to die if I don't see it right away. And since I'm not even...
You've got movies that we've recommended to you that you haven't even watched yet.
Damn
that you can
straight.
Watch while you're waiting for 45 days.
Let alone all the TV.
Check this out.
Yeah.
This week on the Major Spoilers podcast, we're going to be talking about some of the greatest What If comics that were ever released. This is the week Scott was supposed to be on the show, but guess who decided not to show up?
I know the irony is there.
To watch the show, can't get him to read the comic.
Yeah,
if Scott watched What If?
It's a real.
No, there was a communication error.
There was a real yes, and it seems ironic, I know, but I promise you, it had nothing to do with that. But yeah,
this universe where Scott watched Parasite. Let's see what happened.
But I am gonna, I guess what I'm saying is I got 45 days to do the things you guys are teasing me about, and then when that comes back around, then I'll watch the Batman. It'll be fine. What rush are we in? We're not in any rush. Okay. This is the new world. Yeah, it used to be. I'm not now, because it used to be, hey, you want to wait a year and a half for VHS, or do you want to watch it now? Well, the choice was easy. It was also less than $5 a ticket. It's just different now, so I'm fine.
I'm okay getting spoiled on the Batman before we see it. There's still, one more Oscar nominee that we've got to see before Batman, and if I see a spoiler beforehand, I'm okay with that. Just don't spoil my Doctor Strange, and we'll be all good.
Yeah.
If you want to see a really good Zoe Kravitz film, I mean, it's good. It's not great. But Zoe Kravitz is in is it Netflix? Kimmy is a great
it's on
little
HBO Max.
Film.
This was my recommendal, not last week because I wasn't here, but the week before last. And you're right, it's good. It's better than average. It's not jaw dropping, but
if you've seen Blowout,
right? Exactly.
You've seen Kimmy.
Oh, okay.
The Gene Hackman overhears
the conversation.
The Conversation's another one like that. Yeah, John Travolta was Blowout. Gene Hackman was The Conversation. But I got to give kudos to the director for making a movie during a pandemic where the pandemic wasn't even a character, wasn't even a factor in it.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
I like when they do that. Screw that damn pandemic. She was also in the Mad Max Fury Road. She was one of the many mothers.
I don't
there.
think I've ever seen them
or the wives rather. Yeah, you should see it. It's very good.
When did this movie come out?
That's very good. It came out 2015, but in my life, it comes out almost every day.
Is it any good? That's my concern.
I'm going to go ahead and just tell you that it's one of the greatest films ever made. I don't know if you've heard this from me before. But
Furiosa will be the one thing that gets Scott back into a theater temporarily.
Ooh, you know what? That's a really good question. I would have to travel to a good theater.
Yeah,
to make
you come to Colorado, come to Denver, come to Arvada. We'll see it at the at one of the good theaters here.
Isn't there a song that goes "Come to Denver, come out to Denver"?
Please come to Denver for the springtime.
That's it, right?
Charlie's
is that it?
is playing in Furiosa, and we got lots of room.
Except she's not, but that's okay.
The popcorn here has got some fake butter.
I wish she was there. She's reportedly not at all in it, and that bums me out. But also, I like Big-Eyed What's-Her-Name, so it'll be fine. She'll be good.
Yes, Big-Eyed What's-Her-Name? Anya, give her all the names.
Vivitch.
You're not going to do...
Anya Taylor Joy Jr. McGillicuddy Farnsworth.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well done.
All right. Well, there you go. Let's talk about DiMaggio. And I said this on this show multiple times. Yep. People didn't believe me. They said that Futurama thing's screwed. He's not going to do it. Bender's not coming back. I said, I promise you, they will find a way to get him on there, or they won't do it. And people said, whatever, Scott, it's over. Get used to it. Well, of course they did. They made a deal. He's on.
Yes.
He's in there. He did whatever. I don't know what deal they made. I don't think they can make that public, but he got whatever deal done he needed.
Lots of money.
Yeah, and Bender will be back. So, what were you all worried about? I'm not yelling at you, Chad. There was I can't remember what show I was on. I was on some show where either a co-host or somebody was giving me shit, thinking that they were like, this is a done deal. It's not going to happen. You're screwed. I'm like, no,
right.
I don't think so.
There's always, Plus, they just needed to keep increasing until they found the right number, and then he signed.
Yeah, then he was in. And I hope it was a good deal, because it is true. Voice actors get short shrift a lot for projects that they shouldn't. And, he held out, and a lot of voice actors backed him, and I'm glad he did. But he's also Bender again. So maybe it was Core. I think we did talk about it on Core. That might have been it. Anyway. So it's coming. It's happening. Are you excited there, Steven? I'm a huge fan.
I am excited. Of course, Futurama has been one of those things that Matt Groening has been able to do pretty much anything he wanted after he got screwed out of his deal with the Simpsons over on Fox.
Yeah.
So it's good to let him run wild and do what he wants with this universe.
I agree. I'm very much looking forward to that. I loved the second reboot, and I liked the original run, and I would watch it all ahead of time again for the 50th time before I watch Loki. I'll watch this again. That's how that'll go. Yeah. Also, Halo is getting a second season before the first season even gets here, so they've greenlit that. What the reasoning there? What is that? Are they just that confident, or what?
This is the awesomest thing that ever awesome, they said in a press release that may or may not be real. Apparently, they have a lot of faith in this thing. I mean, the trailers, we've only seen a couple of trailers for this thing. One of them just around the Super Bowl time. But March 24th is when we'll be able to see for ourselves on Paramount Plus, for those of you that subscribe to Paramount Plus. But they are into it enough to where they're just like, okay, we're going for this.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I feel like I'm supposed to be cautious about it because it's a video game thing. Adaptations are hard, blah, blah, blah. But after seeing those trailers and seeing some of the stuff they've got planned, I think it looks pretty good. And I guess I'm more optimistic than cautiously optimistic at this stage. And now hearing that they've already greenlit season 2, I mean, that could be just a huge injection of Microsoft money. That could be a lot of reasons why they're just saying green light, let's go. Maybe that helps everybody get more interested in season 1 and not just, blow it off as a potential bad video game adaptation. But I'm ready, man. Let's go. It'll be good.
So I don't know what the subscription numbers are at Paramount Plus. Certainly, a lot of Star Trek fans have been all over that service, as well as others. But this may be one of those things where, nobody knows how this show's going to go. I'll skip it. Maybe I'll get around to it someday, kind of thing. But now, if you know that it's going to be in for a second season, they're like, oh, okay, they seem committed to this. I will also commit to watching this.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I'm in. I'll watch it.
Are either of you excited, speaking of video game adaptations, excited for the Twisted Metal series?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Anthony Mackie.
You got to be excited. Why wouldn't you be excited? It's freaking Twisted Metal. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. It's post-apocalyptic. It's basically, death race. It's a kind of death race, sort of.
Yes.
Wait, kind of like would you say that they're all angry on some kind of a highway system?
Yeah, maybe. It's more arena based, but I take your point.
Yeah, but it does feel like it's in a post-apocalyptic future kind of thing. Yeah.
I love the Twisted Metal games. What I'm more interested in is the fact that they're going to revive it in this way means that a new Twisted Metal is probably underway.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I want to know who's going to play the guy who's like just the dude with the two giant wheels, like the Oreo cookie car.
His name was Axel. He's awesome.
Axel. Yeah.
Yeah. Axel was great.
What was that movie from back in the 80s? Was it
Beverly Hills Cop?
No, Death Race 2000.
Yeah, Death Race. Dude, those Death Race movies, there's a whole bunch of those. They're stupid as hell and great.
Yeah.
Twisted Metal Black, I think, was maybe the last one I played. And it's been maybe that long since they've done something new. They did have a PSP game. I forgot what that was called.
Black was PS3, right?
Yeah, 2, but then they put out a follow-up, or they put out a revamp on 3 that was the same game, basically. I actually you can still play it on a PlayStation 5, funny enough. That one's backwards compatible, and I played it the other day, and it does not look good.
I'm sure it doesn't, yeah.
However, the first ones on PS1, 1 and 2, me and my friend Andrew, we played that stuff well into the middle of the night every night. We loved those games. They were amazing. And I'm telling you, in a world where shooters are dominated by battle royales, the fact that the original battle royale game, which is really last man standing gameplay, that was all Twisted Metal was. So bring that back, get me 100 cars in there, and let's have it come down to one last dude. Oh my gosh. I want this. So to answer your question, yes, I'm very excited about Twisted Metal. And a television show. That'd be great. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? I did hear some bad news. Noah Hawley, who's doing the new Aliens adaptation TV thing, which I'm very excited about. It's not bad news because he's still doing it. It's happening. But Fargo Season 5, which I also love Fargo, is going to happen before that.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to do Fargo Season 5, and then... So I guess what I'm saying is we're really far away from this aliens thing, and that bums me out because I think that sounds great. I want to see what he does.
The director was there was a different name than it's somebody I hadn't heard of before. The aliens thing. Hold on a second.
I thought that was Noah Hawley. No,
it is not. Let me. I just had that.
That can't be right. My brain's.
He may be showrunner. Yeah, Fede Alvarez to write. Never mind. This is the Alien standalone movie that is coming out.
Okay.
Not the series. Sorry. Yes. Different. Yeah.
There it is. Alien film coming to Hulu is the one you're thinking of. That's a whole different thing.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Yep. Oh, I'm excited about that too. Maybe we'll get that in between, and that'll satisfy me.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
All right. I'm all in. It says here, Alien series from Noah Hawley will probably not premiere till next year, but that's still pretty good.
Oh, next year's great.
Next year's, that's a short runtime.
And does that mean I'm going to get Fargo between now and then? Because that'd be great.
Probably.
Oh, shit. See, this is what I like. All these things that make me not care that Batman's 45 days away. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be a little bit longer than 45 days.
Yeah, probably.
Because the movie opened at 135, and I think the deal was that if it does over $50 million the opening weekend, they can push that 45-day window back another month. So
hovering at 85% Rotten Tomato score, 90% audience score. It is. I'm trying to see what it made. Do you have the numbers that it made over the weekend by chance?
It was that's $134 million domestic box office.
Okay.
Minus the whatever percentage that AMC took for their extra $2.
Hearing really good things about Paul Dano as the Riddler. I want to see him do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
That's really interesting. And I didn't know John Turturro was Carmine Falcone.
Riddler's in this movie? Oh, man.
I know, weird, right? Look at all these spoilers I'm giving you. James Gordon, Lieutenant Gordon's in this before he was commissioner. Yeah. The Penguin. Did you hear about this? The Penguin and Catwoman.
Man, the Penguin. Whoever they cast that sounds like a real bullseye.
Oh, man. Only about half the people got that joke, but I appreciated it. I appreciate it. All right. Well, there you have it. Stephen, as always, the pleasure is ours talking to you. Like he mentioned, I am on the Major Spoilers podcast once a month, and it will not be this week. It'll be next. It'll be on Tuesday. So look forward to that. And, of course, this week you got all kinds of cool content. Anything you want to mention?
Yeah, if you are into time travel movies, like I'm into time travel movies, like big time, our most recent Top 5 podcast, we ran down our favorite 5 time travel movies, kind of part 2. Give you a hint, Back to the Future was not my number 1 on this round because I talk about Back to the Future so much. So I intentionally avoided that and a couple of others. But if you're looking for some good time travel movie recommendations, go check out the latest Top 5 podcast.
There's a newer one that I'm not going to say because I watched it for recommendals, but I'm curious. I'll have to message you separately and see if you've watched it because it was a very different take on time travel that I kind of liked, even though I think it still is broken.
Is it a new movie?
It's relatively new, yeah.
All right, message me on it.
I will.
I have some thoughts. I'm sure.
Okay.
All right.
Bill and Ted go back in time.
It's not Time Cop.
No, it's not.
It's not Time Cop. It's not the new Bill and Ted. No.
Okay, good. All right. Well, Stephen, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon.
Stay hydrated.
Bye now. All right. Well, the dogs are going off. Let's see what I find here. Right. Yeah, we got a siren, some sort of siren business. We had the weirdest hailstorm come out of nowhere the other day, and as a result, there was some fires or some other stuff. So there's sirens all during this horrible hailstorm, big thunder and lightning, and the dogs just lost their minds. It was the end of the world for them. They're okay now, though. All right. Hey, Monday Morning Mashup, all queued up and ready to go. This is from TMS Mashups. Big thanks to Jamie and all his hard work. I have no idea what this is about this week, but I do know it's called Hard Geography. And we're going to...
and not difficult either. Not difficult hard. We'll get to it.
Oh, all right. Well, then let's find out. Here you go. Other people's DNA and putting your finger in it. That's what's gross. Would you put your finger in somebody's little, sperm puddle in a hotel? Would you do that? You wouldn't, would you?
What kind of hotels are you staying at, Scott?
Do you think those weird baggy short things will come back? What are those called? Umlauts or coomlauts or bumlauts? What are they called? Culottes. That's it. My dad, who never got physical with me at all growing up, put his boot up my butt. His boot, I think, penetrated my bum. He just looks good. Look at him.
Yeah.
Just whipping his around, putting it in his pants. It's not sopping wet. It's moist, though.
Is it moist?
Yeah,
really?
a little bit. Yeah.
His hole would open up and he would just, stick it out there.
A guy's so big, it took 2 people to fill his hole. The hardness of it is there's a multitude of hard things happening.
You were wearing pants.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It took all that stuff up there with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The whole party came up. Even then, even if it's just a health thing, does he go into the other room? Does he pull
Somebody has to check the Pope's prostate.
Yes.
And, make him turn his head and cough.
But does he do it in the robes is the question. Does he pull it to the side, pull out his little Pope wiener, and does it have a gold ring on it or something? What are we doing with the Pope?
This is what I've been saying for years. It's got to be very, very strange that Queen Elizabeth has a pap smear. Yeah. That's just got to be really, really weird.
Yeah, right? Yeah. You got to get in there, check the junk.
This is what normal people do.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's mostly horses, so you're jacking horses? Well, that sounds wrong. Mm-hmm. Don't jack a horse.
This purchase comes with 30 heavy balls.
Oh. Oh, heavy balls.
Heavy balls.
That's 15 men right there.
It's like 15 large men.
Bob Dole says he's out. Done.
For a guy that bombed so hard during Election Day, we sure did love talking about his penis.
Yeah, we loved his penis. We miss his penis.
Loved it.
Yeah.
We do, and we miss it. Bless up to Bob Dole's penis. May it be looking down on all of us right now from heaven.
And may it be looking up while it's there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't want it looking down.
Yeah, dude. Rock solid.
Rock solid. Hey, look at this. We need to learn how to pronounce this. Pronounce Lviv. This is the Ukrainian town. Let's see how it's pronounced.
Lviv.
Okay, Lviv.
Lviv.
If that guy is to be believed.
I don't know whether or not he's to be believed, but I've got a boner right now, so I've learned a little something about geography and gotten erect. It's good.
Yeah. Brian will never say, but he actually got it when he heard the boot story. That's what really got it. I don't remember the boot story. What was the boot story?
Is your dad kicking you with his boot up your butt and taking your pants and everything with it?
That's right. Oh. My sister's mad that I told that story, but whatever.
Is she really?
Yeah, Misha hates that story because I always tell it. Usually she's around and she's just embarrassed about. She's embarrassed anytime I bring anything up that's slightly awkward.
Well, what member of your family doesn't get embarrassed when you talk?
Exactly. Wendy. Mainly Wendy's fine with it. She doesn't care Her and I are a lot more alike than people care to admit, including her. All right. Hey, there you go. That was that. And I want to thank some patrons real quick before we go. Patreon.com/TMS is there to make this whole affair happen. It doesn't happen without your help. And I want to thank Cy, Rohan Humphrey, Sean, and John Norris, all fantastic patrons. You can be like them and get monthly bonus content, weekly bonus content, and even daily bonus content because we're dumb and it's super cheap. $1 is all it takes to get in, and you can read all about it and sign up at patreon.com/TMS. For everything else,
Cy Rohan, Humphrey, Sean, and John Norris all worked together on the first 3-seater automobile. There's 2 seats in the front, 1 seat in the back, just for the 3 of them, and it goes 8 miles per gallon, and but only travels top speed of 12 miles per hour.
Wow, breaking records and taking names. Those guys. Well
That's
done.
what they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Frogpants.com/TMS is our website. Email us themorningstream@gmail.com. Listen to this rad song Brian brought. What are we playing? What's going on?
Yeah, the rad song Brian brought. Listen, I'm going to tell you people right now, it's amazing that none of you have birthdays in March or anniversaries or celebrating anything in March, because I need some requests, people. I do have one for today. This one's going out to Leah. Actually, it was from last week. March 2nd was her birthday. She says, I share it with Bon Jovi and Dr. Seuss. I've had Dr. Seuss-themed birthdays in the past, most memorable with my 18th. Oh, the places you'll go. But never a Bon Jovi theme party. Perhaps I'll fix that this year. I enjoy them both, so if you could play something Bon Jovi or Dr. Seuss related, that would be awesome. Thanks, guys. Signed, Leah. Well, why not both Bon Jovi and Dr. Seuss themed?
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything both Dr. Seuss and Bon Jovi themed. But I do have this great cover here of You Give Love a Bad Name that is swing skiffle style, probably the closest thing. This is by a band called Dalbani. It was included on an album called Barbershop Music from 2020. Here is their cover of Bon Jovi's You Give Love a Bad Name.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Frog Pants Network. Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
You're in my house!
You're in my house.
You're in my house!